Quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. And her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Miami Gardens, Florida, home of Hard Rock Stadium, plays host to Tuesday night CFSL playoff action as the number 10 Penn State Nittany Lions travel to the number 7 Miami Hurricanes. My name is Cade Padgett. Joining me is Nate Murphy, live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Nate, what a night for playoff football.
Oh, man, we got the 10-7 matchup. Every time you fill out a bracket, no matter if it's March Madness or playoffs like this, you know that 10-7 game is going to be a banger. This one should be close all 4 quarters.
I'm excited to look at this game. We got a lot of really great names in this game, but first off, we have got a lot of great players as Jamison Gold of the Miami Hurricanes take the field first. Play action, Gold hanging in the pocket, fires it to the right side into traffic. 2 Nittany Lions there to knock it away.
Yeah, and it was Oscar Kellogg that is able to get his hand on it. That ball was thrown in a spot that, honestly, it should not have been thrown in at all. 2 defenders in the area.
An I formation now for Jamison Gold, and he's going to hand it off to his running back, Bo Wyatt, running it to the left side, but breaking tackles. He's not going to get past Barry Graves, sure tackler as there is in the league, rings him down for a 3-yard loss.
Real quick, I want to shout out King Jacks for a 3-stream streak. We appreciate you just staying tuned. And yeah, Barry Graves, he's going to chase him down sideline to sideline all night long.
3rd and 13, Gold taking a deep shot down the sideline. One play behind the defense, and that's what the Hurricanes can do. Santana Warwick, touchdown Miami.
I tell you what, it didn't take long to get Santana Warwick free behind the defense. He's the big playmaker for this Miami offense, and he proved it. 3rd and forever. What's the one thing you've got to do if you're a defense? Don't let anything behind you. And Oscar Kellogg gave up a big one right there.
Well, Santana Warwick coming in on the season, 43 catches, but 10 touchdowns. He's averaging a touchdown every 4 catches this season, and I'll tell you, that is exactly what Miami can do. You saw the deflection, you saw the tackle for loss. Penn State's feeling good, and 1 play later, Miami has 7 points on the board. And if you're Penn State, take a breath, kind of get your offense out there. But what do you want to see from Papadaki and Richard Williams on this drive for the Nittany Lions?
I think you play your offense, you play your game, you control the football, you run it with Williams. He's over 1,000 yards this season. Papadaki better than 2, nearly 3,000 yards. He's got a big playmaker in Night Row, over 1,000 yards receiving. So they've got playmakers everywhere. Play your game, but slow the pace. The more you can grind this out against Miami, the better off you are.
Derek Tolliver, 28 yards on the return. Tolliver, known more as a goal line back, but also takes care of the return duties for Penn State. Apollo Papadaki in the shotgun. Empty set. He takes the snap, fires it over the middle, wide open in between the zone coverage. Hit his receiver in between the numbers. It's Night Row rowing his boat for 18 yards.
Yeah, I mean, Night Row, we called him out, or I just called him out in the beginning. He's over 1,000 yards coming in, makes the first play of the game for the Nittany Lion offense. I mean, he's hit hard right there by Johnny Buckus. We're going to call that name a lot as well for the Miami defense. He plays sideline to sideline, but great play to start the ball game from this Penn State offense.
I saw Tom commenting saying it's a fast start early. Yeah, this is going to be an explosive game. Both of these teams can get it done in one play as Papadaki fires it over the middle into his reliable tight end, Cyrus Sapp, for 9 yards.
Reliable might be an understatement, Cade. If you need a play, you need to make sure you pick up a catch, get a first down. You're looking at big Cyrus Sapp. He finds his way to get open and catches balls in traffic.
A little bit of a homecoming for Cyrus Sapp out of Carroll City, Florida, the junior, making his impact early. Papadaki hit as he throws a wounded duck, but somehow gets to Night Row, his second catch, and it's a Penn State first down.
And I want to say Johnny V with 100 bits, James with 100 bits, guys. We almost have a hype train going. In fact, I think we're getting one going as we speak. Nice throw from the freshman quarterback. He looks settled down here early.
And here's the first touch for Richard Williams, running it to the right side, and he gets absolutely belted. Johnny Butkus, living up to the name, throws down Richard Williams.
And we're going to see that matchup a lot. Butkus and Williams, they're going to meet in the hole more than once here tonight. I would imagine that matchup's going to be about 50-50. You'll see them each win some big plays.
Two receivers to the top for Papadaki, under center, dropping back, fires it to the left side, into traffic, jumping in front of it were the Miami Hurricanes, knocking it away. Papadaki's first incompletion.
Yeah, nice job right there. Bubba Sharpless came over the top and was able to swat it down. Good play along the sideline to set up a 3rd and 10.
3-by-1 set for Papadaki, takes the snap. Hurricanes only going to bring 4, but they're going to get there. Ball's on the turf. Hurricanes have it. It is a turnover early for the Miami defense, and that is exactly what you needed if you were the Hurricanes.
Yeah, great play right there. Bill Cruz is the one that picks it up, but it was going to be Demetrius Mann that strips it free to kill this Penn State drive. It looked like they had something going, but cannot close it out.
And Demetrius Mann came and just threw Papadaki like a rag doll, and that ball just could not hang in the freshman's hands. And now we see Miami in great field position. Jamison Gold under center, takes the snap, fires it to the right side, wide open on the corner route. Up the sideline goes Miami and Cameron Long for 28 yards.
Well, Miami comes out throwing on first down again. They did it on their last possession. Penn State was ready for it. This time they get the corner route open, and I'm not sure if maybe they were just caught off guard or if Von Ritchie might have got rubbed a little bit at the line of scrimmage, was not able to keep up with the receiver going towards the corner.
It's all gas, no brakes right here for the Hurricanes. 2-by-2 set Gold under center. Pitches it to Bo Wyatt to the right side, and there's Barry Gray's first body bag of the night. Brings down Bo Wyatt.
Well, a little 6-on-6 action right there. Wyatt cannot get free, and that's a matchup we're going to see just like we said earlier on when Penn State had the ball. Wyatt and Graves, they're going to meet a lot here in this one.
3-by-1 Gold, 2-step drop, fires it to the left side, has a tight end on it, as a receiver on the out route, and it's a first down, but there's a flag on the play, and it's going to be the dreaded clipping call well behind the play. C.J. Henderson had the first down, but Santana Warwick with the awful penalty.
Well, if Warwick gets a touchdown here later on this drive, especially on a deeper throw here after this penalty, we'll see. It might have been a greedy penalty right there from Warwick.
You're saying he wants 12 touches. He doesn't want anybody else to get it. 3-by-1. Gold dropping back. Fires it over the middle. Has, I believe, Santana Warwick. 6 yards right there. Sets up a 3rd and 4.
And that's just a good route. And obviously I said that as a joke, but he comes right out and kind of makes up for it. Gets a lot of that yardage back. Sets him at a very manageable 3rd down.
3-by-1. Gold in the shotgun. Penn State's going to blitz. Gold gets it out to Bo Wyatt, but Wyatt heard the footsteps of the Nittany Lions. Couldn't hang on. 4th down.
He tried to turn and run before he secured that football, and that'll set up a 40-yard field goal attempt as he was unable to make the catch.
From the right hash off of the right foot of Jorge Hernandez, the kick is up and good. With 5:55 left in the first quarter, Miami leading Penn State 10-0. Nate Murphy, that is Jorge Hernandez's 21st field goal on 21 attempts this season.
Yeah, I mean, staying perfect on the other, that's not easy to do. And a lot of times these defenses will force you into some of these deeper kicks. But Hernandez staying perfect and playoff game, pressure situation even in the first quarter. And he drills another one.
Yaya Blackburn on the return. Got to pay the price at the end of it when Devin Yost brings the boom. Hard to believe that a 5'10", 185-pound wide receiver corner can hit that hard, but Yost did. Papadaki fires it to the left side and has nobody right there as Jess Phillips gets her hands in there and knocks it away.
A really good job from Phillips that time, dropping back, playing zone coverage. That ball floated a little bit. Phillips able to drop back and knock it away.
Papadaki under center now, gives it to Richard Williams, stretching it out to the left side. He's got good blocks, keeps cutting it out, gets a 5-yard gain, takes half of what he needs.
Now, Avery James comes up and makes that tackle in the open field. That's a really good tackle one-on-one against Richard Williams. But I would have liked to see Williams kind of lower that shoulder and just go straight ahead upfield on that one.
Penn State going passing early, empty set, Papadaki to the sideline, and toe tapping it is Otis Boudreaux. 20 yards for Boudreaux's first catch, and it is a huge third down conversion.
A little bit of late pressure, but that throw timed perfectly. Boudreaux awfully close to the sideline there, able to get the toes down inbounds. It will count. They're not going to look at it. First down, Penn State.
I thought they would have looked at it. It looked really close to me, but, I mean, what do I know? I'm just in the booth. Papadaki in the shotgun over the middle into traffic, and the second turnover of the game goes to the Miami Hurricanes, and it's into the hands of Johnny Butkus.
Well, I guess there's that saying, ball don't lie, and the guys from Miami are going to be saying that right now. I had Boudreaux in on the previous play. Butkus jumps the route right there, and all of a sudden, Miami in business again, plus territory. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and a chance to go up 3 scores already.
I saw Venom in chat immediately as you said it, all caps, ball don't lie. 2 tight ends in the formation. Motion to Santana Warwick in. Jamison Gold takes the snap, dumps it off over the middle. Has Warwick. Warwick's breaking tackles, running to the right side. Might have lost a little bit of yards, but still gets free on the game.
And trying to break away right there and slipped a couple of tackles. Couldn't regain his balance after that last hit. Does a good job, though, picking up the positive yards on first down.
2-by-2 set for Jamison Gold. Play action. Fires it to the right side and open in between the zone coverage, but Gold didn't like how tight it was. Throws it out of bounds.
That's a throw we've seen Gold make before, but you're right. That was tight over-under coverage right there. Didn't like where his receiver was at and sailed it over out of bounds.
And especially when you have a weapon like Jorge Hernandez, you're almost in field goal range. Gold dumps it off to Warwick. You don't need a field goal when you convert the first down. Santana Warwick goes for 11, breaking Nittany Lion tackles along the way.
93 yards already for Warwick. 4 of the 5 completions for Jamison Gold has gone to Santana Warwick. He has been open, and he has been a big play weapon here tonight.
The freshman generational talent wide receiver, like you said, getting involved early. He's got another one here, but this one goes nowhere. Didn't have the blocking on the screen. Omari Slade on the stop.
Yeah, Slade coming from the outside, or the inside out, I should say, does a good job flowing to the football, making that play right at the line of scrimmage.
And the freshman out of Gainesville, Florida, doing what all good D linemen do, and that's get down the line. But Jamison Gold in the shotgun play action, hit as he throws, manages to get it off to Xavier Washington, saving what would have been an absolute backbreaker of a sack to get a 4-yard gain.
Tyler Lee comes up and makes a stop right there in the open field, and that was a dangerous throw. When Gold let it go, it started to float a little bit. If there were any Nittany Lion defenders in a little bit of a tighter zone on Washington, that one could have gone back the other way.
3rd and 5 here for Miami, 2 of 3 on the money down so far in this first quarter. We still have just under 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. 3-by-1, Gold in the shotgun, stepping right, stepping left. He's getting pressured and throws it and short arms it. Luckily, it hit the turf. It looked like there were some Nittany Lions in the area, and we're going to settle for another Jorge Hernandez field goal.
Ware's shouting us out in the booth, and we're being told to focus by gun, so we'll do our best, guys, but good job from the Penn State defense getting focused and forcing a field goal there.
Well, when Nate Murphy and I are in the booth, we are liable to get unfocused at some point tonight. Trust me, it will happen, but the kick is up and good by Jorge Hernandez. 3:39 left in the first quarter. Miami leading Penn State 13-0. Good return here by Yaya Blackburn, 29 yards. If you're Smitty on the sideline, you're putting your hands on Papadaki's shoulders and just calm down. Take a breath.
1 fumble, 1 interception, and right now the young freshman may be feeling some of that pressure, so you're absolutely right. Calm down, deep breath. We've got weapons around you. Maybe try and run the football a little bit more to help him out.
Papadaki is under center. Miami's going to bring some pressure. Hangs in, gets it out to the right side. Has his receiver, Nitro, carrying defenders past the first down. That one goes for 13.
And there's one of those weapons that I was just talking about, Nitro. He's going to find a way to get open. Him and Cyrus Sapp, they're going to be your reliable guys to find a way to settle your freshman quarterback down here in this one.
And that should open it up deeper for guys like Otis Boudreaux. Play action for Papadaki. Fires it over the middle. Has his receiver. It's Sean Griffin. Don't want to go past Sean Griffin. He's had a heck of a season. Over 100 yards last week. His first catch of the night.
Now does a good job getting across the middle. Just a deep dig route right there. Gets to the inside of the defender, Jess Phillips. And a good throw from Papadaki. And even the threat of Richard Williams, even though he hasn't run the ball a lot tonight or successfully yet, that play action freezes the Miami defense for just a split second and gets receivers open.
3-by-1, Papadaki in the shotgun. Has all day to throw, fires it to the left side, and coming back to it is Nitro, toe tapping it for 11 yards. First down, Nittany Lions.
As much as you love the slant, Cade, I love the comeback route. You find a way to create separation, you get yourself open along the sideline, and a good catch there.
They are going to give it to Richard Williams up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Losing 2 on the play. Bubba Sharpless from the safety spot. You have to believe that in game planning this week, the Miami defense said, we are going to stop Richard Williams.
Yeah, you're going to make Papadaki beat you throwing the football. I mean, he's good enough to do it, don't get me wrong, but you're going to hang your hat on them not being able to do that as opposed to getting it run down your throat all night.
And there's Richard Williams again, throws a nasty stiff arm to break the first tackle, but he can't break Sharpless' tackle again, back-to-back for Bubba, and he loses another yard.
Yeah, 4 carries, 2 yards. Not even averaging a yard a carry here for Richard Williams. That's very uncommon. I imagine he'll get going at some point here tonight.
3-by-1 set for Papadaki on the left hash. Takes the snap. He has Williams on the screen pass, but the Hurricanes are there. Williams is going to do his best, and he's not going to get anything. Losing 4 on the play, 4, 10, 16 here. They might have pushed themselves out of field goal range.
Yeah, I mean, this would have been, what, about a 52-yard field goal had they kicked it, 57-yard field goal had they kicked it. So this is the right decision. Try and pin them deep and play defense.
And I think they did just pin them deep. That ball landed. That just landed just outside of the pylon. And we have a for-the-brand moment here in Miami Gardens. Pinned on the 2-yard line is Miami Penn State. Great punt. 2 tight ends in the formation. Gold hands it off to Bo Wyatt. Wyatt gets 5, gives his offense a little breathing room.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You're backed up on your own 2. You've got a stud running back. Just create enough room to get yourself an opportunity to run your offense.
Voodoo 100 bits in chat. Gold hangs in, dumps it off to the right side. Has C.J. Henderson. First down Hurricanes getting out of the shadow of their own goalpost.
Yeah, and that's a big first down right there. Even if you don't get another one, if you don't lose any yards on this next set of down, you've kind of won this drive if you're Miami. You gave your punter a little bit of room.
3-by-1, Gold fires it across the middle. Has Santana Warwick on the crossing route. Fighting for what he can. Gets our first Tony 10 of the night.
And obviously not done are the Hurricane offense on this drive. Vaughn Ritchie, Oscar Kellogg have to combine on a stop right there, but nearly picking up another first down on back-to-back plays.
We're still in the first quarter, and Santana Warwick is already over the century mark. He's got another catch here. Only goes for 2, but 6 catches, 105 yards, 8 minutes into the action.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they had something in mind with their game plan when they started tonight, and they are going to work often.
Play action for Jamison Gold. He's going to run it to the right side, and Penn State is there. Sacked for a 4-yard loss. It's Tyler Lee.
Man, Tyler Lee doing a really good job right there. Not biting on the play action, doing a good job stepping up. When the quarterback moves, he moved, and he knew there was nobody in his zone behind him. He was able to step up and make the play in the backfield. Big sack right there as we get under a minute here in the first quarter.
And with just under a minute left, we have 71 viewers across all platforms. I'd like to see that hit triple digits. Tag your locker rooms, text your parents, tell them we got playoff action. Gold fires it over the middle, had C.J. Henderson for 5, sets up a 3rd and 8.
I'll have to text the in-laws. My parents don't have internet. Nice play there. Getting us to a 3rd and manageable here if you're Miami. You're 2 of 4. Love a big play here if you're the Hurricane offense.
Yes, Mike, text your parents. 3-by-1 set. Gold in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Penn State's going to blitz. They're going to get there, but Gold gets it, and Barry Grace has the pick. known for his big hits, the big linebacker comes away with the interception.
Well, I tell you what, Barry Graves in the West Virginia game this year, I know for a fact had about 75 deflections and didn't have a single pick. He comes up with a huge one here as he's able to get Penn State in plus territory to start this drive right at the end of the first quarter. Big play from the big linebacker.
Ryan, I don't know what a Barry Graves legacy game would be because he is just that damn good. Richard Williams up the middle goes absolutely nowhere. It is hurricane season on the run game. Terrell Thompson bringing him down.
Oh, absolutely, and we're sitting at Category 5 in the backfield of Penn State. They have shut down the running game completely.
The dad jokes write themselves, and we are through one quarter, second quarter on deck. You are watching the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Miami leads Penn State 13-0. I love seeing all these twos in chat. It's going so quick, I can barely keep up. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Papadaki in the shotgun. Miami's going to bring a blitz. Papadaki hangs in, fires it to the left side. Wide open at the first down marker. It's Knight Rowe. Been the favorite targeted so far for Papadaki.
5 catches for Knight Rowe on Papadaki's 9 completions. So you're absolutely right. He's been the go-to guy here in the first half. They'll continue to look his way all night long.
A 2-by-2 set. Papadaki in the shotgun. Richard Williams to his left. Miami's going to blitz again. Papadaki gets it out to the right side. Has Otis Boudreaux. Steps out of bounds after a 4-yard gain.
And does a good job just finding some positive yards. You'll take that 4 yards on first down, 4 yards on every play, and you'll pick up first downs all night long. So a good quick out right there from Boudreaux.
3-by-1, Papadaki stepping to his right, fires it off his back foot, and man, when that quarterback fades away and throws it off his back foot like that, you're lucky if it hits the turf.
Yeah, that's almost the best you can hope for as an offense. You just kind of hold your breath every time he lets it go, and they got lucky on that one.
3-by-1, Papadaki in the shotgun. He's got the screen pass to the boundary. Richard Williams has a little bit of space, breaks the tackle, but he steps out of bounds. Miami doing just enough by Bill Cruz to sling him out of bounds.
Hey, you don't always have to bring him down. If you can bump him out, that works, and they're able to get him out of bounds, set up this long field goal.
And off of the left foot of Angus Osborne, the kick is up and the kick is good. 8:12 left in the second quarter. Miami still leading Penn State, this time 13-3. Penn State clawing back in it. But if you're the Miami Hurricanes, you have done just about everything right in that first quarter. You got to keep your foot on the gas here as we see a really, really good return by, Mr. Does-It-All, Santana Ward, 33 yards.
You know, I think the biggest thing, though, is you left some points out there on the field, a couple of field goal opportunities when you thought maybe you could drive it down and pick up 7. So they'd like to finish a few more drives.
Bo Wyatt gets the handoff right up Main Street, gets 14 yards, the best run of the night for Miami. 14 on that carry. He's sitting at 13 on the night.
Yeah, great job on the draw play. Got a little bit of room up the middle, and they took advantage of it.
Jamison Gold, play action, settles his feet, fires it across the middle. It's caught by Santana Warwick, but Ward paid the price at the end of that one. Got absolutely belted.
Yeah, he absolutely did. And believe it or not, it wasn't Barry Graves who was chasing on that one. It was Tyler Lee came up and laid the lumber. A good throw from Gold, though. You can see the strong arm from the senior quarterback. He never really set his feet. He was kind of squared up to the receiver and threw it across his body.
Well, Barry Graves teaches the linebackers how to hit. You can see how Tyler Lee's learning from it right here. And Santana, we're going to call his name seemingly every play. This catch goes for 8 yards.
Yeah, I mean, at least every other. He's up to 123 already, and we've got 7.5 to go in the first half. Warwick open again. Something that Penn State's going to have to start focusing on is 5 and green.
Gold in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Penn State's only going to bring 4. Gold fires it to the right side behind the defense. It's none other than Santana Warwick again. 24 yards into the PX1 Sports red zone.
And there were no really deep routes on that one except for the Santana Warwick post route. Well, I guess there's one going down the seam, drew one of the safeties deep. That post route from Warwick, though, comes all the way across the field. Everybody in that zone kind of had sunk up a little bit, and Warwick gets into nothing but green grass and a well-thrown ball from Jamison Gold.
14-yard line going in are the Miami Hurricanes. 2-by-2. Play action for Gold, firing it over the middle into the hands of Princeton Rhodes, somebody other than Santana Warwick. Rhodes' first catch of the night.
One catch, 12 yards for Rhodes. And yeah, it's been the Santana Warwick show, so you draw eyes that way and someone else has got to be open.
I see Mike saying they're hiding Warwick until playoffs. I don't know how you hide it with 10 touchdowns, but Bo Wyatt has an easy one right here. Walks in after a 2-yard run. Miami pouring it on early.
I mean, you throw the football all the way downfield, you get it down to the 2-yard line, and you let your big back just waltz it in. I mean, I was going to say power it in, but he wasn't even touched. Great job from the offensive line. Did an excellent job just controlling the line of scrimmage there, both in the run game and the pass game, and it's an easy touchdown for Miami.
Yeah, and 6:51 left. Miami leading Penn State 20-3. Early turnovers by Penn State have dug them this hole, but they're looking to get something going here with a good return by Derek Tolliver. 31 yards by the backup running back, giving Papadaki and that offense good field position.
Yeah, and you need a spark here if you're the Penn State club here. So a good return to set him up, give him some decent field position. Now let your offense go to work.
Papadaki in the shotgun, fires it deep down the left side into one-on-one coverage, and Veronica Ware gets the deflection. She wins that battle. Second down.
Yeah, stride for stride with the intended receiver was Veronica Ware. Just reaches up, knocks it away, and so that's up a second down.
3-by-1, Papadaki in the shotgun. Play action, hangs in. He's got all day to throw. All day, firing it to the right side and overshoots everybody. Great coverage by Miami on the back end.
Good coverage, but I tell you, that was there. It was obviously a tough throw, not an easy one to make, but Papadaki had a receiver breaking open.
1 of 4 on third down is Miami, and they're not going to get it here. Third turnover of the first half into the hands of the Miami defense. And Veronica Ware, she got the deflection earlier on the drive. Now she gets the pick.
Yeah, she got the deflection on first down, made an excellent play on that deep ball, and this time just reads the route, trying to go to Knight Road, trying to go to that go-to receiver. So that's just knowing where the offense wants to put the football, and she makes a better play.
And Miami early in this second quarter is foot to the ground, gas pedal. Gold in the shotgun, running it to the right side, and he goes absolutely nowhere. A whole herd of Lions bringing him down. Omari Slade gets credited with the sack.
And Slade comes in and gets the sack there. Great job from Slade. He's actually the team leader coming into this in sacks. He gets another one added to his name and just does an excellent job fighting off the blocks, not letting Gold get away.
Yeah, Jamison Gold saw Barry Graves coming on the other side, and he said, I don't want to go that way. He ran right into the arms of Omari Slade. Under center is Jamison Gold. Play action, fires it over the middle, had Santana Warwick, but Warwick brought down immediately by Barry Graves.
Yeah, and Warwick, he's showing not only is he the deep threat guy, not only is he Mr. Reliable, he's Mr. Can take a hit. He runs across the middle, doesn't show any fear, even though he knows the Undertaker, Barry Graves, is lurking there in the middle of the field. Held on to it after the big hit.
And Warwick stands at 6', 185. Barry Graves, 6'4", 255. Very big difference between the two. Gold has Princeton Rhodes. Hey, but Rhodes, meet Barry Graves.
Now, the road was a dead end after that as he runs into Barry Graves. And Penn State's defense, Cade, more importantly than the really bad pun, they're going to get a stop here. They're going to force a 41-yard field goal attempt after they were faced with a sudden change situation.
And good job by the Penn State defense. Like you said, forcing the field goal keeps it still a 3-score game. Miami now leading 23-3 over Penn State. I talked to Barry Graves before the game. It's always a little bit of a joke with him. Just, hey, do you have enough body bags? He says, I don't know. I had the team pack them this time, and he is using them early. But whatever juice the defense has for Penn State, the offense needs it here as Derek Tolliver gets 30 yards on the return. At some point, you got to let Papadaki either A, cut it loose, or you got to change something in the game plan.
I think you let him cut it loose, and you try and loosen this defense up a little bit, and then you try and get Richard Williams involved a little bit more heavily.
They are going to give it to Richard Williams here, running it to the left side, breaks one tackle, but can't break the second. Losing a yard of the play, it's Terrell Thompson on the stop.
And it's really good defense from Miami. I'm not going to take anything away from what Miami has been doing, but Penn State's been a little bit predictable when they try to run the football. You're running it on first down. That is a typical run down for most running offenses. throw the football a little bit more, go some play action.
Richard Williams gets it again to the left side, and he is brought down immediately again. It's Bubba Sharpless, 4 tackles, 3 of them in the backfield.
Yeah, and there you see 1 yard for Richard Williams on 7 carries, and it's because of guys like Sharpless and Butkus getting the job done around the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Papadaki under center, has his receiver, put it into the hands. I believe that, I'm not exactly sure who it was. I couldn't get a number, but it was an incomplete pass nonetheless.
And it was a big drop, and it looks like it might have been Griffith that couldn't quite squeeze it. And I tell you what, that would have been a first down. I think he outraces the defender at least to the yard marker that he needed. That's a big drop right there.
And Jack Jones, 9 on the return. I couldn't get a number because I looked up and I saw number 6. And I said, that's not right. Barry Graves doesn't play offense.
Sometimes, maybe they should give him a shot.
Yeah,
I mean,
he does have a pick, so maybe he's trying to.
Maybe.
He's lobbing his way onto the field as we speak.
At least a fullback. At least put him in at fullback. He could probably block for Richard Williams at this point. I mean, that would be scary having Graves and Williams running at you at the same time.
But the question would be, the way he brings the boom on defense, can he lower his shoulder and deliver it on offense as well?
I don't see why not, but they need him here on defense on this drive to maybe come up with another big play for a turnover, because Miami right now is in control early.
On the 41-yard line are the Miami Hurricanes. Jamison Gold takes the snap. He's fading off. He's going to get pressured. He's not going to get it off. Pushed down by 2 Nittany Lions. Riker Recco with the sack. Cletus Jackson also in the area.
Yeah, I was curious who was going to get credit for that sack, as Repko is the one that gets there first, and big old Cletus Jackson right behind him. There wasn't a chance for Jamison Gold as he started to try and scramble in that pocket. It just disappeared, and there was no hope.
And the boost started shaking up here as Cletus Jackson stands at 6'5", 395 pounds. Bo Wyatt on the pitch. It's Riker Repko back-to-back TFLs, setting up a 3rd and long for Miami.
And as we continue on through the night here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, 78 combined viewers. We appreciate everyone joining in here tonight.
I need more viewers. I need biddies. I need everything. Gold over the middle, has a receiver, C.J. Henderson, 19-yard gain, and a 3rd and long, ends up in a 1st down for Miami.
And that's where Miami has actually been fairly successful on 3rd downs, is when they've been in 3rd and long situations, because they just let Jamison Gold free. They say, look, just go make a play for us, and he finds one of his big play receivers, and he does it again right there.
And Penn State looking like the Dallas Cowboys the other night, giving up 3rd and long when you thought they were going to get off the field. 3-by-1 set, Gold under center, play action. He settles in. He has all day to throw. He's going to scramble it to the right side, running it to the sideline, cuts it up, hits the numbers, hits the sideline, and he's going to make the business decision, sliding down after a good run. 1st down, Miami.
Wasn't sure which direction he wanted to go as he got out of the pocket there, stepped up and started angling towards the sideline, then decided to cut it upfield. Eventually makes the right decision, gets it going straight north-south, and slides down to avoid the big hit as Carlos Rooks was creeping up there. He wanted to hit him, but he held off, did a good job there as the Gold started to slide.
Yeah, I had enough time to go downstairs, cook some dinner, eat it, and come back up before the time that run was over. It looked like Jamison Gold was running in quicksand. He's got the ball here and an open runner right into the pocket of Jamison Gold. It's Omari Slade, his 2nd sack.
Mike Gibson, some subs in chat. We appreciate that, Mike. He also threw out a bunch of biddies there, and a big-time play from Omari Slade. You mentioned Gold running in quicksand. It looked like his offensive line was standing in concrete on that play.
And Gold hands it off to Bo Wyatt. Wyatt running it to the right side. He's getting brought down by Barry Graves, but pushes forward for a 5 yards.
Yeah, and a good job picking up positive yards on that 2nd and long. It sets up a 3rd and long here, but it's better than what it was just a moment ago.
2-by-2 set, Gold under center. 3rd and 9, fires it to the left side. As his receiver, it's Mike Jeter out of the backfield. 5 yards to set up a 4th and 4, but again, Miami gets deep into Penn State territory and they stall.
Yeah, minus a couple of big plays that got him down there. The one short run. This Penn State defense is locked down here late in drives and forced a lot of field goals here from Miami. That could be big later in this ball game.
And the kick is up and good off of the right foot of Jorge Hernandez. He is now 4 for 4 on the night. He is not going to be on swirly watch as the Penn State Nittany Lions need, and I say that not lightly, need points. And they're going to get a good return here by Derek Tolliver, probably a half step away from taking it up near midfield.
Yeah, and I mean, we talk about Tolliver. He's kind of that touchdown vulture on offense, but you said it earlier. On special teams, when he gets into the open field, he knows what to do with it.
They're going to give it to Richard Williams on the counter, and Williams goes absolutely nowhere. Johnny Butkus read that play like a book.
And we've seen this multiple times now. You try and get Richard Williams involved, especially on first down, and Miami is ready. They've got the linebackers up in the box, ready to play the run, and they can play in the backfield there.
Mike, I see you subbed on a 49-month streak. You've been subbed for such a long time. Congratulations, young man. Sean Griffin, 16 yards on the catch.
Yeah, like he hasn't been hanging around for a while. Good job getting Griffin in the middle. Focus, Cade. Focus.
Focus, man. Focus.
It's playoff football. And Trips gifting subs in chat as well. We appreciate that. Welcome back. And yeah, a big play from that Penn State offense as they get this drive rolling.
Okay, well, if you're new here, don't go to West Virginia. Papadakis fires it on the drag route. That's Otis Boutreau for a yard. It's some 2nd and 9.
We're not going to go there. Good job by Miami flowing the football, making it stop quickly.
Papadakis fires it to the left side again, caught by Boudreau, but he loses 2 yards. Not a good play right there by Boudreau, but Nate, someone's telling us to unfocus in chat.
Yeah, a little unfocused, and Alexi saying Mr. Gigglesland has made an appearance. We certainly like that. And Ben throwing out 200 bits, 4CD throwing out a couple or 100 himself, and we'll see with a review here.
It is going to be reversed, so it's going to be a little bit of a break for Penn State. They're going to get 2 yards closer. Ben Costen, 200 bits in chat. 4CD, 100 bits in chat. And we are 3rd and 9 here. Papadakis in the shotgun. He's going to step to his left, fires it off his back foot into traffic. 1 Nittany Lion, 4 Hurricanes, and that ball luckily hits the turf.
And that's one you just got to pull down and take off if you're Papadakis. You had a little room around the outside. Take your chances. Try and get to the marker. Slide down short if you have to avoid a big hit, but you got to try and run that one there.
And returning the punt here for Miami is Jack Jones, 13 yards. As he trips, would ask a broadcaster, not even a question, just says, "See you Thursday, baby. I'm not afraid of the wiener. A&M is going to be ready to travel to Baton Rouge. I can guarantee you that." You're speechless.
I'm not going to touch that one. I'll let you and Trips sword fight over there. That's on you guys.
Gold under center. Fires it across the middle of the field. Has the crossing route. Cutting it upfield is Cameron Long, 14 yards.
And Long did a really good job right there, putting his foot in the ground and cutting it upfield to get some extra yards. Bunch of defenders in the area. Von Ritchie eventually tracks him down and makes the tackle.
I am not, you know what? I just need to stop. Gold under center, dumps it off over the middle, has his tight end, breaking tackles to C.J. Henderson, but he's losing yards on the play.
Yeah, he's going to lose a couple there, but real quick, new follower, Mr. Stitch. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate the follow.
I love the reference, 626. The old dumping it off to the left side, has Mike Jeter for 4 yards. Just over a minute left. Miami may slow it down a little bit in case Penn State gets the ball back.
Now we'll see. If they do, they're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, 1 tick at a time. Graves comes up with another stop there. Big play here. Oh, they're not gonna drag it down.
Gold takes the snap, step into his right side, fires it as deep as his arm will take him. And behind the defense, it's none other than Santana Warwick. 50 yards for number 5. His 11th catch puts him over 200 yards in the first half.
Man, I tell you what, 50 more right there as Rooks saves a touchdown for at least a play. But, I mean, right now, Gold is just saying, F it, Warwick's down there somewhere.
Absolutely. That's a Tom Brady. Hey, Randy's down there somewhere. Just throw it up to him. 2-by-2 set. Gold under center. It's a 5-step drop. Fires it to the right side. And off the flat route, it's only right that he gets the touchdown. Got the big gain. Ward from 2 yards out.
Man, and I thought maybe they'd go to the ground game there and try and punch one in. Not the case. They're going to throw it, put it in the end zone. And again, like you said, why not let Warwick finish the drive? He got him down there near the goal line. Let him put it in.
You know, it's not a national broadcaster, but one of your players, you think Warwick gets close to Pete Ware's single-game record. What was Ware's single-game record?
It was somewhere around 365 in that ballpark. Yeah, I mean, it is clearly in danger here already.
Yeah, Blackburn 23 on the turn. You know, it's only fitting that a Miami receiver would have the opportunity to break a 365 record over here. Oh, man. You know what? I love it. 3-by-1 set. No, excuse me, it's not 365. It's not as cool anymore. It's only 352. Papadaki in the shotgun, getting hit, breaks the first sack. He's going to step up, fires it to the right side. That's Sean Griffith. Great job by Papadaki breaking the sack.
Well, you need more of that if you're Papadaki in this offense. Great individual effort to find 7 yards.
Papadaki under center. Going to gear up to throw it deep, and he's not going to get it off. Brought down on the play immediately by Demetrius Mann.
And a quick pressure right there. They're going to burn a timeout and try and do something here at the end of the half.
They're just going to give it to Richard Williams off the left side, kind of conceding that drive. But Miami takes the timeout, and with how quickly they have scored, you think they're going to go for it, even with no timeouts in under 30 seconds. The punt is away. It's going to be fielded at about the 32-yard line with a good return here by the Hurricanes. Jack Jones, 11 on the return, sets up Miami in great field position.
Realistically, the way they've been throwing it downfield, you're already in Hail Mary range. You get one shot down the middle of the field, pick up 10 or 15 yards, you can spike it, you can run another play, but you've given yourself a potential with 18 seconds left to get into field goal range, or at least take your shot downfield with that man right there, because he's been doing some work.
18 seconds left in this first half. 42-yard line going out is Miami. Jamison Gold under center. Hangs in the pocket, takes a deep shot down the left side, and none other than Santana Warwick. 56 yards. It is all Hurricanes in this first half.
I mean, what was I thinking? 15 yards in the middle of the field, set something up at the end of that? No, just throw it to 5. He's behind everybody. He's been open all night. In fact, he's still open. They couldn't cover him if they had 11 people in front of him or behind him. He's been open all night long. It's just been incredible, and to his credit, Jamison Gold hasn't missed him yet either. Sometimes quarterbacks will overthrow that easy open receiver. Not tonight.
13 catches. He's over 250 yards in this first half, and three receiving touchdowns for the Miami Hurricanes. You got a good return here by Yaya Blackburn, but with 7 seconds left and 1 timeout. I mean, do you just take a knee, or do you need a... I feel like you got to take a shot.
I mean, I feel like you do, and maybe you just run something safe and hope your big play back can bust something for you.
Papadaki's going to hand it to Richard Williams up the middle, getting 2 yards on the play. But that is going to do it for the first half. It is Hurricane season here in Miami Gardens. Miami leading Penn State 40-3 in what has been the Santana Warwick first half. Oh my goodness, Nate, I don't want to talk about Santana Warwick because we've already talked about him so much. So let's challenge ourselves to find somebody else.
Jamison Gold? I mean, how about the guy throwing it to him? Or let's go the other way. Let's talk about the Miami defense. Coming in, I don't know if any of you guys actually read my articles, but they had statistically the best defense in the league this season. And they are proving it here tonight. Penn State has not been able to get their big play guy going in Richard Williams. They cannot run the football tonight. And in my opinion, that is key to why they are in such a dominating position right now. They've forced 3 turnovers. They're not allowing Penn State to run the football. Papadaki, the freshman quarterback, can't get comfortable. So if you don't want to talk about Jamison Gold and Santana Warwick, you got to focus in on that entire Miami defense, because they've done the job in the first half as well.
Well, you look at Penn State's offense, and they have a 1,000-yard receiver with Nitro. They have a 1,000-yard rusher with Richard Williams, and Papadaki's approaching the 3,000-yard passing mark. The one knock on Papadaki in his 8-game season as a freshman is 13 interceptions. So he's been a little prone to turn it over at points, and we have very clearly seen that tonight. Derek Tolliver, 30 on the return to bring the Nittany Lions out near the 30. if you have any chance of getting back in this game, it starts with ball control.
And Mike, I know you guys read them. That was just a shameless plug for me. You're absolutely right, though. They've got to take care of the football. And unfortunately for Papadakis, it's going to be a lot on his shoulders. They're going to have to turn it loose here in this second half.
3-by-1, Papadakis fires it into his own sideline. Great coverage. And look, he's got almost 3,000 passing yards. He's got 23 passing touchdowns. He is fully capable of gunning it out tonight.
And not only that, we've seen it in these playoffs. What one team can do in the first half, the other team can do in the second half. So this one's far from over.
3-by-1, Papadakis in the shotgun. Miami bringing a big blitz, but Papadakis gets it out to his receiver on the right side, Sean Griffin. 5 yards on the catch.
I tell you, that was Dan Hansen coming on the blitz. And if he had just a couple of more seconds, Papadakis was in trouble. Good job from Papadakis getting that ball out just in time.
Miami walking the safety down, showing blitz, and they do bring it. Papadakis got all day to throw in the pocket, fires it to the right side, has a receiver going up for it in single coverage. That is Otis Boudreaux.
Great play by Otis Boudreaux. Kind of over-under coverage right there. There were two defenders there, and a better play from Boudreaux to make the catch. And Cade, we want to thank our 80 viewers across our 3 platforms, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook here tonight. We appreciate all of you.
I don't think half of you texted your parents to come in here and watch the stream. I need to see 100. Papadakis in the shotgun, getting pressured, fires it into traffic, has Knight Rowe in what seemed to be 4 hurricanes around Rowe.
Yeah, I mean, there was at least a gale force wind, if not a full hurricane over there around Rowe. Bubba Sharpless is the one that comes back and makes the play. And yeah, another good open field tackle, but it's a first down for Penn State.
And they are in the red zone. Can't talk. In the red zone, Papadakis didn't like what he saw, aired it out, incomplete pass.
And got the old tang tungled on that one. It happens from time to time. Good job from Papadakis. Slipped one defender. I knew nothing was there and threw that one away.
Papadakis under center. 1 tight end each side, 2 receivers to the bottom. Motion, 1 wide receiver all the way across. Play action for Apollo. Hangs in the pocket. He's got all day to throw. Great protection. Papadakis into the end zone. And Jess Phillips knocks it away. She says, "You're not getting in the end zone yet."
Last second, and Phillips just sticks that hand in between the receiver's hands and swats it away.
2-by-2. 3rd and 10 for Penn State and Apollo Papadakis. Motion the tight end into the boundary. 3-by-1. Papadakis dumps it off to Richard Williams over the middle. He's got the catch, but he's only going to get half of what he needs. 5 yards on the reception. Does Penn State go for it, Nate?
You know what? You're in a situation down to 37. It might not be a bad idea, but they're going to try and take the points here and maybe inch a little closer.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. Angus Osborne, his 2nd field goal of the night. Penn State chipping away. Miami still leading 40-6. It is a 5-score game sitting at 34 points. And if you're Miami, I guess I'll talk about him now. You feel like you really just have to go at number 5 again. And he's got the return here up the right side. 1 broken tackle, 2 broken tackles. Santana Ward, 46 on the return.
I mean, your offense doesn't even have to get on the field, and he's making plays. They kick it to him, and I tell you what, that's the one time you have some control if you're Penn State. Look back there. Where's number 5? Kick it the other direction. Kick it out of bounds. I don't care. Give him the ball at 35. Do not let Santana Ward get his hands on the football.
I formation here for Miami. Penn State showing the blitz. Walks the safety down. Bo Wyatt gets the carry right up the middle. He cuts it back right. Only gets the yard. That's what you need to do for a running back. Make them stop their feet.
Make them stop their feet, and he cut the wrong direction. If he cuts left, he's got some room to the outside. Von Ritchie made him regret that decision right there.
Offset eye now for Miami. Jamison Gold is under center. 2 receivers to the bottom. Gold turns around, hands it off to Bo Wyatt, and Wyatt loses what he just got and then some. Big Cletus Jackson on the TFL.
Cletus steps up and makes a big play and just shrugs off the offensive lineman like he wasn't even there. Tosses him aside, makes the play in the backfield, sets up a big 3rd down. Great chance for Penn State to get it off the field quickly.
3-by-1 motion to a 2-by-2 for Miami. 3rd and 10 here for Jamison Gold. Gold getting pressured, and he is absolutely belted in the backfield. Sacked for an 8-yard loss. It's Von Ritchie.
And just a blitz that was perfectly timed from Ritchie as he comes screaming out of the secondary, weaves a little bit through some traffic at the offensive line, and runs straight through the chest of Jamison Gold. Big 3 and out. Look out, a little bit of momentum. I know it's a long way to go and a big deficit, but Penn State maybe starting to pull some of that momentum their way.
Good return here by Derek Tolliver to the right side. You know, there's a saying, Nate Murphy, how do you climb a mountain? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And you understand it may have just been a field goal. It may have just been a 3 and out, but as the momentum creeps towards the team in white, it will get a little bit easier. And now it's an opportunity for Penn State to capitalize on that momentum. 3-by-1 motion to a 2-by-2. Apollo Papadaki takes the snap. Hangs it. He's going to take a deep shot, and he can't get it off. Hit right as that ball was fixing to come out. It's Dan Hansen on the sack.
We saw this, I believe, either last drive or late in the first half. Dan Hansen coming on a blitz. Didn't quite get there. Ran out of time as Papadaki was able to find an open receiver. This time, Hansen timed it up perfectly, shoots the gap, gets home, big sack on first down.
Jacob, you climb a mountain by taking steps, but I was more so referring to the eating of an elephant. Papadaki dumps it off to Boudreaux over the middle. 2-yard reception, gets a little bit of the sack yardage back.
I did teach Jake something in his time at WVU, and it's how to get on your nerve. At least I taught him something. It wasn't how to win games. He knew that on his own.
It's that West Virginia education. Papadaki's dancing around in the pocket and goes nowhere. 2 sacks in 3 plays. This one goes to Demetrius Mann.
And this time, a little bit of a coverage sack. You know, first one, Hansen shot off the edge unblocked. This time, Mann had to earn it a little bit. Had to shrug off the offensive lineman. Nobody open downfield. Miami returns the favor, forces the 3 and out, and any momentum that Penn State maybe felt like they were starting to build up might have just been taken away again.
Punt is away, fielded at about the 34 by Miami, and Jack Jones, 11 on the return, get him near midfield. I mean, does Miami, you go into, I don't want to call it ball control, but slowing it down?
It might be a little early for that. I mean, you've been making big play after big play outside of the last drive when you went 3 and out. On the other side of that coin, you've got Bo Wyatt more than capable of wearing a defense out and running the football. So I don't know, maybe you just kind of play a little bit more of a balanced game as opposed to trying to take the air out of it and grind it out.
Gold's going to hand it off to Bo Wyatt right up the middle. Breaking tackles goes Bo Wyatt, 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, and that might be the start of some of that balanced game. You see Brooks makes the stop, but 8 yards downfield. Wyatt able to find a little bit of room there between the tackles.
Jamison Gold under center. Takes the snap. It's a 3-step drop. Gold fires it over the middle into the hands of Devin Yost. Yost gets the catch. I believe that's the first catch of the night for the other duo of the generational talents.
Yeah, I tell you what, the first time we've called Devin Yost's name all night long, and it's surprising it took us till the middle of the third quarter.
2-by-2 set, 3-step drop for Gold. He's going to scramble immediately, rolling it to the right side. He can't get the ball off. The Nittany Lions were hunting on that one. Bringing it down is Tyler Lee.
Tyler Lee gets home, but I mean, just about everybody on that defense played a part. Quick pressure up the middle, forced Gold to escape the pocket. Great coverage on the back end, nowhere to throw the football, and Gold, honestly, he should have just found somebody up in the stands and gave him a souvenir.
It's a 3-by-1 set now for two backs in the backfield with Gold. Now it's a 2-by-1. Jamison Gold under center in the offset eye. Gonna bleed a little bit of clock here. He's gonna turn around and hand it to Mike Jeter, not Bo Wyatt. Jeter gets 6 yards right there, his first rush of the night.
And a nice job on 2nd and long, picking up some positive yards, makes it a 3rd and 9 as Amari Slade has to come back downfield and make that tackle again.
2-by-2 set for Jamison Gold. Takes the snap. Penn State's only going to bring 4. Gold stepping to the right, stepping to the left, knocked him out, and had an opportunity at the interception. But defensive linemen are not known for their hands, but Miami's going for it.
Now, Repko with the big hit. Omari Slade had a shot at it. Miami in no man's land, so they figure might as well take our shot. Look for 5 deep.
I mean, why not? Jamison Gold in the shotgun, over the middle, into the hands of Bo Wyatt, but Barry Graves is there, knocking it away, turnover on downs.
Yeah, Graves not only makes the stop short of the line, there was no way Wyatt was going to get the first down. Graves comes over the top, punches the ball out, and forces a turnover on downs. As you mentioned, Penn State going to get really good field position here, so we'll see if they can finally take advantage of that.
The Penn State defense has come out this second half a little bit rejuvenated, playing inspired, but the offense has to score. Papadaki deep to the right side, into the hands of Otis Boudreaux on the corner route. 26 yards for Boudreaux.
And there's a good start right there, making a play. Under pressure was Papadaki. He's able to put it out there where his receiver was going to be able to go make the play on it. Boudreaux does, gets out of bounds before he takes any kind of big hit downfield. And Penn State set up now inside Miami territory.
Yeah, when in doubt, corner routed out. Penn State did it just then. 2-by-2, Papadaki takes the snap. He's going to get pressured. Can he get the ball off? Avoiding sacks with a little fancy feet, but the Hurricanes were there in bunches. Demetrius Mann, 4 tackles, 4 TFLs, 4 sacks.
And I tell you, that's an impressive stat line right there, but he's not the only Hurricane back there. As you mentioned, though, Papadaki, a little bit of a stutter step, gets himself free for about half a second. Demetrius Mann comes in and destroys that play. It'll be second and long.
And Papadaki looking a little fancy back there, kind of shaking the ankles of the Miami defenders. 3-by-1. Papadaki takes the snap. Canes only bringing 4. And they're still going to get there, and it is a party at the quarterback tonight for the Miami defensive line. Brian Jenkins gets invited.
Brian Jenkins, he's actually the guy that got juked on the previous play, and Papadaki can't get him this time because he runs right into him. Almost didn't even see big old Jenkins coming at him. I don't know how you missed that big old refrigerator flying into the backfield, but a nice play by that Miami front 4. No extra pressure, still getting home.
Yeah, I heard he's nicknamed Tiny at 6'1", 305 pounds.
Yeah, makes sense.
2-by-2 set, Papadaki in the shotgun. Motions his tight end from left to right. Trips to the boundary for Penn State. Miami's going to bring pressure. Papadaki fires it to the right side. Has Otis Boudreaux for 14. Good job by Boudreaux getting some yards right there and setting up Penn State to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, and that was important. You wanted to get it close enough to be able to attempt to go for it on 4th down. Boudreaux did just that.
Papadaki from the under center, stepping left, stepping right, and he is absolutely planted. Sacked for a 7-yard loss. It's Bill Cruz.
Yeah, the Cruz missile. It comes flying off the corner, able to shed the block of the offensive tackle and just runs face mask through the chest plate of Apollo Papadaki. Houston, we have a problem, and it's Bill Cruz.
You're just asking the Penn State defense to continually stand up, and stand up. They've done it in this second half, but the offense is not helping them out. Offset eye for Miami and Jamison Gold. Gold handing it to Wyatt. Wyatt to the left side, broke Cletus Jackson's tackle, but only got a yard.
Yeah, good job breaking the 1, but again, too many Nittany Lion defenders swarming around the football. Makes a play there to set up the 2nd and 9.
Offset eye for Jamison Gold, under center. Play action. Has all day to throw. He's going to call his own number, running it to the right side. He's got the first down, throwing off defenders just to slide at the end of it. The disrespect from Jamison Gold.
He picked a heck of a time to slide. Instead of sliding before contact, he just throws a defender away and then slides in the open field. He's got 25 more yards in front of it. He was tired. That's all that was. He was tired.
No, he picked him up and said, I'm going to slide down just because I want to. And, oh, my goodness. 3-by-1. Jamison Gold takes the snap, fires it over the middle, has C.J. Henderson for 11 yards. First down, Hurricanes.
And Henderson gets open, coming across the middle. And, again, it's a nice throw. Jamison Gold, even after, running over a guy, disrespecting his entire family, he comes back the next play, puts it right on the money like nothing ever happened.
And the Miami Hurricane fans in the stands, Cam Ward, who not? We got Jamison Gold. Gold under center, fires it to the left side. On the out route, it's Xavier Washington for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Washington's second catch.
Is that like breaking the 4th wall, in wrestling? When we refer to a real player in this game, is that our version of breaking the 4th wall?
That is our version of breaking the 4th wall. Gold hands it to Bo Wyatt. Wyatt up the middle, not much, but he's got enough for the first down.
And listen, when you're moving the ball efficiently through the air, you don't have to pick up big chunks on the ground. You get enough to move the chains like you do right there. You'll take it. And Amari Slade comes up with another stop.
Gold under center. Fires it to the right side. Has it Xavier Washington again getting the big tight end involved. 9 yards on that catch. Third catch of the night.
And now Gold's starting to kind of spread the football around. Other than the kick return, I don't know that we've said Warwick's name all half. Carlos Rooks comes up with another tackle here, his 7th.
I think just because we said something, they're going to throw it to him now. Gold in the shotgun. Hangs in the pocket. He's going to fire it to the right side. That's Devin Yost for 6 yards. First and goal, Miami.
Yeah, but who did Devin Yost run into? Big old Barry Graves. Another big hit right there. But it is first and goal at the 2-yard line, and Miami going to go heavy. We'll see if they run it here.
Gold is under center, offset eye. They're going to hand it to Bo Wyatt, running it to the left side. He's stretching it out. He's going to get tripped up, losing a yard on the play. Bo Wyatt brought down by Rustin Longmire.
Yeah, Longmire does an outstanding job getting to the edge. Forced the blocker to miss there in the end zone. He was able to slip free of C.J. Henderson and go make the play.
Yeah, being able to shed the block of C.J. Henderson like that was a really good job by Longmire, forcing a second and goal. Same formation, Gold under center, offset eye. Same play to Bo Wyatt to the left side, or Mike Jeter this time. Just put Jeter in, he'll walk it in for the touchdown.
I mean, same play. They went right back to it. They didn't even care that Penn State stopped it easily the first time. Jeter comes in, gets to the outside, better blocking this time. Easy 3-yard walk-in touchdown, and 47-6 here late in the third quarter. Big lead for Miami.
30 seconds left in the third. Like Nate Murphy just said, 47-6. It has been all Hurricanes here tonight as they await the winner. The winner of this game awaits the winner of the next game with Texas versus Florida. As we see Derek Tolliver breaking tackles here, 32 yards. Either game is going to set up a really good second-round matchup, but you look at the summary here, plays are pretty close. The first downs aren't even too far off. It's the total yards and the scoreboard.
And that's the turnovers. The turnovers in the first half killed Penn State.
Papadoki's now in the shotgun. To the right side, has his receiver across the middle. It's Otis Boudreaux doing his best Santana Warwick impression. 8 catches for 113 yards for Boudreaux.
Yeah, Boudreaux has been consistent, and Papadoki's been able to find him. Bubba Sharpless, though, he's been consistent on defense as well. 6 tackles on the night.
Papadoki with Richard Williams behind him. Takes the snap. He's stepping right, stepping left. Fires it deep to the left side. Behind the defense. Into the bread basket. And broken tackle. Roll, roll, roll your foot through the Hurricanes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Usually this is not whether you want to be out on the water end, but Night Row gets behind the defense, slips a tackle, and will close out the third quarter with the biggest play from the Penn State offense all night long. Night Row finally gets the big one into the end zone.
He was the big play guy all season. 47 catches, over 1,000 yards, averaging nearly 150 per game. But we are through 3. Get those 4s in chat. Miami leads Penn State 47-13. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. It took 3 quarters to get into the end zone, but Penn State has a heartbeat on their sideline. Can their defense stand up here? Returned by Santana Warwick right up the middle, 29 yards. It's sitting at a 34-point deficit. We have seen stranger things, Nate.
I mean, 35-point comeback would be the largest. Obviously, this one was sitting a little bit bigger than that just a moment ago. So Penn State's got their work cut out for them, but yeah, stranger things have happened.
Play action by Gold. He's got all day to throw. Stepping to the right, firing it to the right. On the sideline as Cameron Long for a 26-yard gain.
Yeah, great job from Long. Just a long developing route, and Rooks couldn't keep up. They were in zone coverage, and Rooks didn't run with him fast enough. And Long just continues all the way across the field, throws the hand up, and Jamison Gold finds him, puts it on the money.
You mean Cameron Long caught the long route? Gold hands it off to his running back, Bo Wyatt, for 3 yards. I got you to break. I knew it.
There's a lot of ways you could have gone with that. Graves comes up with his 9th tackle. And by the way, after daylight savings time, it is officially after dark in a lot of places now.
It was dark when this game started for me. Bo Wyatt running it to the left side. Gets folded like a lawn chair. Losing a yard. Tyler Lee credited with the stop.
He's got 3 tackles in the backfield now on 7 total stops. And I don't know who took the worst of that one. Lee crumpled a little bit on that hit as well. But 3rd and long coming up. Miami has not been great on 3rd downs, but 3rd and longs have been pretty good.
Gold in the shotgun. Firing it across the middle as Devin Yost. Yost breaks Barry Graves' tackle, but he's going to be short of the first.
Hey, not only did he break a Barry Graves tackle, he threw Barry Graves to the ground. Tyler Lee has to come up with the stop, and Miami's going to go for it on 4th down.
Gold under center. Turns around, hands it to Wyatt, and Wyatt has the first down. Needed 2, got 5. Miami exerting their force here late.
Tyler Lee gets his 9th tackle, and just a little draw play right there created enough space for Bo Wyatt to find 1st down yardage.
I formation for Jamison Gold. Offset I. Gold under center. Turns around, hands it to Jeter. Jeter running it to the left side. Jeter stops his feet and gets brought down after a 3-yard gain.
Well, I mean, that's the difference between a running back and a wide receiver coming in and taking snaps at running back as Rooks makes another tackle. The running back probably just makes a cut without stopping. Jeter, he's got to work on that a little bit.
Jeter's going to get the carry again, this time more of a straight line. Gets 4 on the play, sets up 3rd and 3.
And so a big throw, or a big run right there by Jeter, getting involved in the running game here in the last couple of plays. Good job getting this to a 3rd and short.
Let's see, Baby J in chat wants to know how West Virginia scored 73. We'll ask the West Virginia AD in a minute as the sack comes in courtesy of Barry Graves, his 10th stop of the night.
Who did we score 73 on? Nebraska, right? I mean,
I don't know.
We scored a lot of points this year. Sometimes it's hard. We didn't score a lot on Penn State, I can tell you that. And there's why. Their defense is darn good. They make a big play there on 3rd down, and a great job to get off the field after giving up a little bit of a drive there.
And the punt is away, angled to the left side. It's going to be inside the 10, I believe. I don't know if we would consider that a punt or a for the brand moment, but a good punt nonetheless, putting Penn State well in their own territory. I mean, 6:29 left, 34-point deficit. You got to score in what, 4 plays?
I mean, you're looking at it 3-4 plays max. You got to push the ball downfield and find ways to get it back in a hurry if you got any kind of chance.
Miami is in press coverage here, but Papadaki takes the snap, hangs in, fires it to the left side, on the sideline, toe tapping his Otis Boudreaux on the corner route. Good job giving their offense a little bit of room. Boudreaux's 9th catch of the night.
Yeah, so we did get a for the brand moment. That one goes out of bounds inside the 10, and then Boudreaux erases that on one quick catch downfield all the way out past the 30 to the 32-yard line. Great throw and catch to get this drive started.
3 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Miami pressed up again. Papadaki takes the snap, fires it across the middle, in between the zone coverage. Has DJ Mayo 27 yards. They're biting him off in chunks this time. Mayo's first catch of the night.
Odd that we've waited until 4th quarter to call Mayo's name. He's usually a big playmaker for this Penn State offense. But you're right, they're picking him up in chunks, and that's what they need. Miami's playing a little bit conservative on defense. That might help them out a little bit for Penn State. And they're going to need about 2 more of those and into the end zone here on this drive.
3-by-1, Miami packed off in coverage. Papadaki fires it across the middle, underneath throw. It's Night Row for 6 yards.
You'll take 6, although you want to push the ball downfield here. So we'll see if they take their shot from the 35 and try and get one in the end zone here.
2 receivers to the bottom, tight end receiver to the top. Papadaki is under center, bleeding a little too much time, and he's trying to get the audibles, and it's a false start for the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, I mean, that does not help when your offensive line can't sit still. They got a little anxious trying to pass block there.
2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Papadaki in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Might have got somebody to jump off sides, but the flag is knocked down. Has his receiver on a crossing route. Boudreaux for 16 yards, and it's a first down Nittany Lions.
You get the first down. You get the clock stopped at least momentarily. That's always a big plus when you're trying to at least get the game a little bit tighter. But again, we're talking about a big deficit here. This is one you're going to have to start taking your shots from here into the end zone. I say you just take 4 throws to the end zone from here.
2-by-2 set, Papadaki under center. Takes the snap. It's probably a 12-step drop. Fires it to the right side and coming back to it. I'm not sure how Knight Rowe caught that one.
And somehow he was able to kind of sneak between the 2 defenders on that comeback route and get into position to make the play, and he does along the sideline.
They're going to hand it off to Richard Williams up the middle. I understand how good he is, but running it's going to bleed clock, 7 yards on the carry.
And his best run of the night, 11 carries, 11 yards for Richard Williams. And you're right, a little bit too much time coming off the clock, but at this point, they're just trying to punch one in.
Under center is Papadaki, 3-step drop across the middle on the slant route, caught in traffic, and it is a touchdown for Penn State.
Boy, Knight Rowe with the catch, his second of the ball game, his second touchdown of the ball game. And Avery James, I mean, he just rode him down, a heck of a catch in traffic through the contact, and Penn State puts another one on the board.
With 4:51 left in this fourth quarter, Miami leads Penn State 47-20. Don't call it a comeback yet, but Penn State has given themselves a fighting chance. And they have the onside kick attempt here, and it is easily fielded by the Miami Hurricanes at about the 50. Mike Jeter brings it in. At what point does Penn State start using their timeouts?
I mean, usually you wait until about that 2-minute mark, but I think you got to start maybe thinking about it on this drive. You got to give yourself a shot. You need 4 scores still.
Warwick's going to get it on the jet sweep. He puts his foot in the ground and cuts it upfield for 5 yards.
Boy, why not let him run the football? His second carry, just 5 yards to show for it. Von Ritchie comes up with his 8th stop, but he's done everything else tonight. You might as well get it to him as many times as you can.
Gold under center. It's a 3-step drop. He hits Santana Warwick on the slant route. Warwick breaks 1 tackle. He's got a first down up near the 30, and he's up to 273 on the night.
And 3 touchdowns to go along with all that yardage, but another first down. And so more importantly, Miami can continue to take time off the clock.
Gold takes the snap, fires it to the right side, and in and out of the hands, or excuse me, into the sideline. Probably looking at one of the sound guys.
Yeah, I mean, he was open, and he had that big old bowl there, and he was just trying to see if he could drop one in there.
3-by-1 for Jamison Gold. Fires it over the middle, has his receiver on a little sit route. It's Princeton Rhodes falling forward for the first down.
And if you're not going to run the football, that's the kind of throw you need to make. Just find a little simple curl route, sit down route, whatever you want to call it, into the middle of the zone. Easy throw, easy completion. Von Ritchie has to come up and make his 9th tackle.
Under center is Jamison Gold. Offset eye. Play action for Gold. He hangs in the pocket, fires it over the middle and into the hands. Santana Warwick, his 4th touchdown of the night.
And you know what? I'm going to stop talking about what Miami should do. Clearly, they know what they've got going on. Santana Warwick, another play downfield, 20 yards to the end zone, open on the post route. Penn State has just not been able to find a way to cover him tonight.
I mean, when you come into this game, there's players that you circle on a scout sheet. For Miami, they circled Richard Williams, they circled Knight Rowe, and they circled Otis Boudreaux. For Penn State, they circled Santana Warwick, and they circled Devin Yost. Miami has done a really good job of slowing down Richard Williams, not so much Knight Rowe and Boudreaux. But Penn State, they have had no answer for Santana Warwick. We got a good return here by Yaya Blackburn doing whatever he can to give this offense a chance.
Yeah, good return there, but you're absolutely right. Santana Warwick, it didn't matter what kind of coverage Penn State rolled his way through at him. He was open, and he's still open. He's still calling for the football.
2-by-2 set for Papadaki. He's standing in a shotgun, dumps it off to Cyrus Sapp on the left side, falling forward for 4 yards.
Now, we talked early in this game, Cyrus Sapp was one of those reliable receivers for this Penn State offense. Just his 2nd catch of the ball game. Another one of those big name players that Miami's done a great job taking away.
3-by-1 for Papadaki. Takes the snap, fires it over the middle, has a receiver in between the zone coverage. Nice throw by Papadaki to put it on Boudreaux's numbers.
Yeah, and we've seen Boudreaux, 173 yards, be the big play guy, along with Knight Rowe here tonight. Avery James comes up with yet another tackle, his 6th on the night. Papadaki was just under pressure too much, a little rattled early on, couldn't get settled down because the playmakers have been there. They've been making some plays for him.
Papadakis takes the snap. Miami's only going to bring 3. Apollo to the right side has his receiver Sean Griffith for 13 yards. Another Penn State first down.
And again, Miami, they've kind of backed off on the coverage a little bit, not giving up anything over the top. So these underneath routes right now are going to be open for Penn State.
Papadakis hands it to Richard Williams, running it to the right side. He hits the edge. He's got good blocks. Up the sideline goes King Richard. 18-yard gain, first down, Nittany Lions. Nate, I want to talk about how young Penn State is. I just looked. They only have 2 seniors on this team. This entire team is going to be back. Yeah,
Terrell Thompson with the stop there, but you're absolutely right. And their offense doesn't have a single one. Both the seniors are on their defensive side of the football. This offense is going to get a lot better, a lot scarier, and the defense, well, they're not getting any worse either.
Papadakis fires it to Night Row on the slant route, 14 yards for number 13. And you have to look at this. I mean, you got Apollo Papadakis. I mean, freshman quarterback. There's always growing pains with freshman quarterbacks. He has done a fantastic job in his first season, just going up against a very, very strong Miami Hurricane team here in the playoffs on the road. Papadakis in the shotgun, firing it out of the back of the end zone. The Hurricanes had good coverage on the back end.
Yeah, and we're getting called out a little bit in chat. Miami only having 3 seniors. They're also a pretty young team. One of them being their quarterback, though. So we'll see if that plays a role next season. But boy, a lot of football left for Miami to play this season.
Papadakis out of the back of the end zone again. 3rd and goal coming up. Yeah, I mean, you understand Miami only have 3 seniors. But again, the biggest one being Jamison Gold. But how about a freshman quarterback coming into, oh, hey, yeah, you got Santana Warwick and Devin Yost to throw the ball to. I mean, could you be any more spoiled? Papadakis has Richard Williams on the slant route for 6 yards. Gonna be about a hair short of the goal line.
Yeah, just missed the end zone right there thanks to Johnny Butkus. Big play coming up here on 4th and goal.
Derek Tolliver behind Apollo Papadakis. Is he going to get the carry? He doesn't. Play action for Apollo. Diving forward is Otis Boudreaux. What a catch by the receiver.
Well, and he took a shot right there from Butkus in the end zone as he lays out one-hands it.
One-hander.
He's able to get it to that second hand fast enough before Butkus can punch it out of there. Great catch. And not going to win this football game, but you make this score a little bit tighter. You put a couple drives together at the end of the game. You make that young offense feel a lot better about themselves, and a good job right there.
They are going to go for the onside kick here to the left side, or the right side, and it is fielded by Miami and Princeton Rhodes. So if you're the Hurricanes, you could theoretically just kneel this one out, but I don't think that's going to be the case. They still have 3 timeouts. Penn State still has 3 timeouts. However, I think it might be safe to say that Santana Warwick's night might be done.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be throwing the football downfield. We'll see. They're going to come out and spread it out. We'll see if they just go to the ground game here.
Jamison Gold hands it to Bo Wyatt. Wyatt running it to the right side, breaking tackles, getting good blocks. Bo Wyatt inside the 10, and he puts his exclamation point on this game.
He's got 69 yards and a touchdown tonight, but that by far his best run of the night, breaking some tackles, big play downfield, and it's kind of been a sneaky good night for Bo Wyatt because he hasn't been the main focus. When they've given it to him, he's been impressive, but they haven't had to lean on it.
69 yards, nice for Bo Wyatt. 3.1 sec Gold gives it to Bo Wyatt again, running it to the left side, and he's gonna get a yard. He should have fallen down at the line of scrimmage, Bo.
So now he's got 70. Carlos Rooks couldn't get down quite fast enough for some viewers. It'll be 2nd and goal, but again, Miami just grinding the clock here.
And this game was 47-3, so it's a hell of a showing by Penn State in the second half to keep fighting. Mike Jeter loses 2 on the play, credited with the stop is Blake Kingman. But I mean, it was all Hurricanes tonight.
Yeah, all Hurricanes, especially early. And again, Penn State really put some stuff together here in the second half, but just not enough.
Zeros are on the clock. We have gone final from Hard Rock. Miami defeats Penn State 54-27. Nate Murphy, help me wrap it up, buddy.
Well, let's just wrap it up with 2 words. Santana Warwick. It was a fantastic performance from Warwick. Gold found him just about all night long. And the defense on the other side had a huge night as well, forcing turnovers, making big plays, really shutting down that Penn State running game. For the Nittany Lions, great season coming up short tonight, but nothing to hang your heads about. You'll come back next season in season 25 just as strong, I have a feeling.
15 catches, 293 yards, and 4 touchdowns with Santana Warwick as he put his fingerprints all over this game. My name is Cade Padgett, Nate Murphy in the booth, coming to you live from Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We have watched the Miami Hurricanes defeat the Penn State Nittany Lions. Miami now turns their eyes to 8:30 as the Texas Longhorns play host to the Florida Gators for a spot in the second round. We will see you boys and girls in a little bit. Get some food, get some water. We're not done on Tuesday night.